going to talk about what to expect when moving to Paris, because I know that some of you are probably petrified. I would like to say that I was, but I wasn't. I don't know why. Also, I am wearing a Paris sweatshirt right now. Let's start with what you should pack. You 100,000 trillion% need to bring adapters and buy adapters. Not only that, I think I really recommend just getting European chargers, period. Don't bring any of your hair products. No Revlons, no Dysons, no Sharks, nothing. You know why? Because they will explode. Or most of them will. Yeah, so literally just do not bring any American hair tools. The circuit's gonna blow, period. I know this is hard, but really try to do some light packing. I literally packed everything in 2 suitcases when I first moved and then just bought the rest there. Especially because you are going to buy so much, and I know you're like, no I'm not, blah blah. No you are. Are you kidding me? You're in the fashion capital of the world. Of course you're gonna buy everything you see, you know what I mean? Especially being from California, I was certainly not prepared for what I had to wear. So definitely I bought winter coats, which I had never bought before in my life, gloves, hats. It gets pretty cold. I think it gets really cold for me because I'm not used to it, but my roommate's from Tennessee and she thinks it's fine. So actually one time I was so cold that I started crying while I was walking. Yeah. I also would recommend packing literally your nicest clothes. It's just so fancy over there, and you're either into that or you're not. I definitely recommend leaving your athleisure unless you're working out off, but yeah, you can wear your athleisure to work out, but if you're wearing that to class, yikes. You need to realize that you will be walking around all over Paris and around all those streets, and you will get weird looks, and they're gonna be like, oh, you're American, which isn't bad, but I don't know. I can confidently say I have never and will never wear athleisure to class because girls literally go to class in kitten heels, so do with that as you will. The metro seems so scary at first. Trust me, I don't understand anything, okay? I don't understand how card games work, how games in general work, or even drinking games. I'm oh wait, what? I can't do that. So when it came to the metro, I was I'm screwed. I'm literally not gonna know what to do. I promise you, it is not that complicated. Okay, my TV just turned off, so that's why the lighting just switched. Anyways, I promise you, it's not as scary as it seems. Once you get the hang of the metro, it's perfect. And I really recommend, no matter where you are in France, to try to just aim to live near your university. It's gonna make life 10 times easier. I want to talk specifically on AUP, which, if you don't know what that is, the American University of Paris, which is the university I go to. It's very small. Very much I feel it can feel like high school a lot of the times, unfortunately, but that's the reality of it. I mean, because it's so small, you're just bound to know everyone and everything about everyone, if you know what I mean. Just definitely watch out for that. I don't know, it's definitely a really small school. I literally remember being so shocked when I found out you could buy wine and beer at school. What? America could never. Or seeing my classmates smoking with our teacher. That's it's so crazy how culturally different things are over there, which obviously you're in a different country, but so yeah. If you're a really shy person and you're scared of making friends, don't be scared. I promise you that because there's only 15 people a class at AUP, you're almost forced to make friends, if you know what I mean. You're gonna have to be social and everything's gonna be okay. And everyone finds their groove eventually. I'm literally going through Boyfriend's Basement, aka me and Bella's TikTok, to like think of more things, okay?
And that was like so much of getting your own food. There's no cafeteria.
Oh yeah, another thing about AUP, there is no like meal plan. Like, gotta learn how to fend for yourself, okay? Like, you can't just hop in your car and put the groceries in there and then like unload them. Like, you're gonna have to go to the grocery store maybe like every 3 days, because like it's like whatever you're able to fit in the bag, you know, and carry. So just know that. Just know there is no AC. Like, none. Zilch. And the things that you are going to experience while being in France are like no other, and I can't even tell you why. Like, I genuinely couldn't even tell you what makes this experience like so magical, but things will happen to you that you're like, wait, what's going on? Like, it's just amazing. And like, if you're bored, you can literally hop over to Italy. Like, I've been in that situation where I've been like, oh my god, I'm so bored, like, should we go to London this weekend? And like, my friends will be like, yeah, and we go. Like, that is the glory of being in Europe while you're young, so take advantage of it. If there's like school trips to like Normandy or like other places like that, like Champagne, like, just go. They're so fun. It's only like, I think it's like 30 euros or something, I'm not quite sure, but I went with my roommate and it was honestly so fun. And like, it's so easy going with the school, because I know as a fact that we wouldn't have gone if it wasn't because of the school, you know, because like they give you transportation and food there, so it's so easy. A social scene and nightlife, it's gonna be way different, so you need to like acknowledge the fact that there isn't gonna be a lot of Americans when you're out, right? So like, not everyone's gonna be speaking English. I mean, like, everyone in France speaks English, but like not to the extent that Americans do, if you know what I mean. So it's definitely gonna be like, it's fun. It's fun. And you're just gonna meet like so many different people, and all their lore is gonna be so insane, and you're gonna have the best stories to tell. Like, it's fun every single time. Clubbing, if you're going clubbing and you're a girl, definitely try to reach out to some promoters. I think that's the best way to club. If you're not a girl, that's totally fine. Like, and like, if not, like, it's totally fine to just make the line and like just hope for the best. I recommend not speaking English in line, because French are notorious for not liking Americans, and that stereotype is quite true. So yeah, I recommend not speaking English in line while you're waiting, and being dressed very well. And when I mean very well, I mean like not showing that much skin, because I think they're a lot more conservative. Like, I feel like the more skin you're showing, the less likely you are to get in, and the least skin you're showing, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. I think it's just like a very classy look that they go for, you know? If you are trying to stay within like the French-esque vibe, I would definitely say that the French girls do like minimal makeup, red nails, and you know what, for nails they don't do like acrylics, they do gel manicures. Like, I've noticed that. Like, obviously I'm home in California, so I'm gonna do like my French tips, but best believe when I'm in Paris and I go back to school, the acrylics are off and the gels are in, because that's what they do. Depending if you are only doing like a semester, or you're doing a year, or you're staying a long time, just know that it's not all gonna be rainbow and sunshine. Like, bro, figuring out the bank made me want to die. It still makes me want to die a little. Just know it's gonna be difficult, and it's normal for it to take a long time, because you have to go through so many processes. Same thing with the visa thing. Oh my god, that still stresses me out to this day, even though I've already gone through the process like once already. It never gets easier, ever. It's just, it's always stressful. When I was thinking of coming here, that thought didn't even cross my mind. I never thought that any of that would be difficult. I was like, meh. Well, you have been warned. And you know what the best thing about France is? The seasons. Christmas is the best in Paris. They deck everything all out. Christmas in Europe in general is like the best. Are you kidding me? Like, London's notorious for having great decorations. Germany is notorious. Like, it is just the best thing ever. And in Paris, they have like Christmas markets throughout the whole town. It's amazing. It's amazing. Chef's kiss. Something that I still am not used to is the staring culture. Be prepared for people to stare at you. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, walking down the street, going to a coffee shop, going to class, no matter where, people will stare. You know, but that's just their culture. That's their culture. Because, like, you, like, sit down at a cafe with your friend and, like, you have some nice drinks and you people watch. That's normal. But yeah, I'm still not used to it to this day. Because I feel like with, like, Americans, we've been taught that it's, like, rude to stare. But, like, that's quite literally the opposite over there. Also, I think I learned how to, like, casually drink over there. Like, because it's so normal. Like, literally, like, the #1 hobby you will do in Paris is, like, going to happy hour, having a few drinks, and chatting. And it has literally become one of my favorite things to do. It's so nice. And, like, not only that, but, like, there's or even just going and sitting by the Seine, which, if you don't know what the Seine is, it's like the water, like the river. It's not a river. I'm not quite sure what it is. But, like, putting a picnic table with your friends and, like, having a speaker and, like, a bottle of wine and charcuterie and grapes and cheese and crackers, like, it's literally the best thing ever. I think another thing that I do in France that I, like, literally would never do here is study dates. Like, my roommate and I love going to coffee shops and just doing homework together. It's, like, the best thing ever. I think in general, like, the biggest takeaway I've gotten from doing university in France, and, like, if you don't know, I'm doing my 4 years, is, like, how much I've grown as a person. Like, I'm only a sophomore. Well, now I'm a junior. And the maturity you will experience is astronomical, because obviously you're moving to a different country. You're setting up your own bank account, your visa thing, you're getting an apartment. Like, there's so much that goes into it. And, like, I'm so grateful every single day. I feel like I've grown so much. Like, even within the first year, my parents saw a shift in, like, my maturity, just because, like, you have to, you know what I mean? Like, you have to, like, you can't just be a little kid out there. Like, it's the real world. Yeah, hope this was helpful, and if you have any more questions, comment them down below. Bye.